Hello ladies and gentlemen, welcome back. Sniper Raccoon here, and this is going to be a short Q&A. I'm going to do these a little bit more regularly, so if you've got any questions for me, leave them in the comments below or send them me on Twitter at Sniper Raccoon, and then we can get this on a bit more regular basis. So the first question I've got today is from the gaming grandpa himself, Dalen, and he asks, Sniper Raccoon, if you could play only one game for the rest of your life, what would it be and why? Immediately I want to say Final Fantasy 7 or Final Fantasy 10, because you could level up and you could keep playing through the story, you could do the open world, and you could kind of do it that way. But then I think I've played the story that much already that it might just get a little bit boring. Then I thought about maybe say a Call of Duty or a Plants vs Zombies, because you can constantly keep leveling, but then it's the constant worry and the stress of the connection if that's bad. So each one has the merits and that. But then I thought about it. As I thought about it a little bit more, I am going to actually lean towards Call of Duty Advanced Warfare for the rest of my life, because even I've done this a little bit as kind of a practice or training, so to speak. Even if you're in a lobby and a private match and you can set yourself up against say 6 or 7 of the bots, I still have quite a bit of fun with that game, and I can constantly keep leveling, keep trying the weapons, try new strategies, try different combinations. It's not really a story, so I won't know exactly what's going to go and happen next. So I'm going to say a Call of Duty. I'm going to say for this moment Call of Duty Advanced Warfare, but in general a Call of Duty game, because I think there's just a little bit more that keeps me going and I can keep going with it. So yeah, thank you very much Daly for that one. And then Crimson Konoichi, question number 2 says, who's your favourite game character of all time? Now this one's difficult. This one's very difficult. Again, I immediately lean towards Final Fantasy series and Tidus and Yuna from Final Fantasy X. Cloud was nowhere near the personality he should have been in Final Fantasy VII, because he didn't really have one. Even portrayed in the films, he didn't really have much of a personality, so it's kind of difficult for that kind of aspect. But I'm going to say Alan Wake. Alan Wake is my favourite game character of all time, because there's still some part of his story that's not there. I loved that game. I'm so glad Xgrad has told me and said, you've got to play this game, Raccoon, you've got to play this game. So glad he said that, because it was just a phenomenal game. And the rumours spiralling about Alan Wake 2 or a remastered version when Quantum Break comes out got me really excited. So the character of Alan Wake is really depth and deep and dark, and it turns out that he was the one that was doing the writing and he had to beat it through and finish the story off. He's got a lot of layers to the character, and I still think there's more to explore. So yeah, I mean, it's like with the Final Fantasy characters, you go through the entire emotions of their story and you feel it through, and there's not much left to develop on after the games, because you feel like, fair enough, there's the next stage in their life and you don't know what's going on, like the Tidus and Yuna love story and that. But Alan Wake for me, really, it's a phenomenal game, and it really hit hard that was one of my favourite characters of all time, because I felt like I was in there with him. I really did. I felt like I was in the story with him, and it was me and Alan against the world, as the thumbnail I put up when it's the little raccoon on Alan Wake show saying, don't worry Alan, we can get through this. So yeah, I'm going to say Alan Wake, the character of Alan Wake. Bansaw, question number 3, third and final question. If you could marry one of the 3 main characters, these are 3 main characters from Red Dwarf, who would it be? There's 4 or 5 or even 6 thinking about it, because the main characters in Red Dwarf, you've got the Lister, Cat, Rimmer, and then you've got Crichton who gets added on, then you've got Kachansky, and you've also got Holly. So for me, there's 6 main characters, even though I said on Twitter a couple of minutes before I recorded this, there's 5, there's actually 6 main characters. So who would I marry? Now out of that, there's 2 females. There's a female version of Holly, and then there's Christine Kachansky, who when she come back as Chloe Annette was fucking hot. When she started off as Claire Grogan, she was hot. So immediately I'm leaning towards the females, and I'm gonna say Christine Kachansky. But to be perfectly honest, to be married and kind of deal with the entire life, fair enough, there would be no sex. I'm going to say Holly. I'm going to say Hattie Hayridge, the female version of Holly. She could carry around, she could be the new Siri on the phone, or she could be on the watch or something like that and go around and give you all the details. And then you'd have to near the name, but you can turn it off. I know that sounds so bad, but you can turn it off. So if she got too much. So I'm going to say Holly. I'm going to say the female incarnation of Holly is the Red Dwarf character that I would marry. Because she's a bit funny as well, she's quirky. She always comes out with something funny to say, you know. It's just, I think it would make life a hell of a lot of interesting. Wouldn't have any sex, but yeah, you take the rough with the smooth, don't you? So I'm going to say Hattie Hayridge, the female version of Holly. So thank you very much for the questions, Dale, Crimson Konoichi, and Bansaw. That's my 3-question Q&A. If you want me to answer any more questions, leave them in the comments below or follow me on Twitter. If you like this video, hit that like button, hit the subscribe button if you haven't already, and I'll see you on the next video. See you later, guys. Bye.